Lake Elsinore, 7-17 this year against Rancho. They have lost 6 in a row.
It's definitely one of the top 3 games of my whole life.
Seasons when you're trying to do things like make playoffs or win championships, it always seems like there's, that one key win that kind of, puts you over the top or lets the team know that you guys can kind of, do anything, come back from anything.
It's just weird. The Jethawks, for whatever reason, just cannot seem to get this third and final out in the 9th inning.
We're never out of a ball game.
It's a safe situation now with 2 out. The tying run is in the on-deck circle.
Definitely probably the craziest one I've ever been a part of.
That's one I'll probably never forget, for sure.
Kind of turned us into the cardiac kids a little bit.
The Storm win it. They stun the Jethawks on the craziest night of the season and one of the craziest nights ever at this ballpark.
Zamo had got me hot at the bottom of the 8th just because the pitcher that was in was coming towards his pitch limit. And at that point, I'm just like, okay, either he gets to this or he doesn't. Once the inning started, I just took a seat, sat down, and just waited to see what would happen, I couldn't get too hot because then I'd be tired by the time I went in. We were down by 10. So I just kind of waited for things to unfold.
Austin Moore into the game for the Jethawks as we move to the top of the 9th inning. Jethawks have scored 22 runs against Lake Elsinore through the first 2 games of this series, trying to finish them off for a second straight night.
Game plan is give me to the next guy, basically. We say it in the dugout sometimes when we're down, it's not about hitting a 7 or 10 run home run. It's about get me to the next guy in order and keep the order moving, and we're going to need base runners, so just keep fighting until 3 outs are done.
I wasn't in the game, but I was coaching first base.
You never want to think you're out of it, but it's like, at that point you're like, let's just put, some good at-bats together and go down swinging.
We were down 10 runs, so I was just trying to put a solid at-bat together.
And the pitch popped up, right side, shallow right field. Castro goes out, so does Boyd, and Boyd, the second baseman, makes the catch.
Being down 10 runs in the top of the 9th, you're usually not thinking about a comeback. You're usually just, trying to piece together, one more quality at bat before the end of the day and just trying to end the night on a high note.
0-1, line to left, and Golden comes up to make the catch. By the way, Cordoba on that last pitch took second on defensive indifference.
It was just looking like it was just going to be one of those, 9th innings that, just wraps up pretty easily. We shake hands and things are over with.
I thought, it's probably my last AB of the day, and just trying to get back to drawing board, get ready for tomorrow's game.
I was in the bullpen, we were warming up some pitchers.
And they kick the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left field, that's a hit. Cordoba scores, and it's now 13-4. Austin Moore the stretch. First pitch to Rosario. Swing and a fly ball, right center field. Morgan on the run, he won't get it. It goes to the wall. In to score, Camposano. Arias waved home behind him. He scores without a play. Throws into second, where Rosario is standing with a 2-run double.
I'm like, well, we got a chance. And mind you, all of this has 2 outs. So it's like, okay, well, let's not get going yet.
3-1, Moore kicks the pitch. That is low, ball 4.
Just keeping the line moving. That was pretty much as simple as possible.
3-0. Inside ball 4, 4-pitch walk to Olivier Basabe. 3-2, runners go. The pitch is high for ball 4 and all the way to the backstop.
We just started putting good at-bats together, so everyone seemed to get on.
So 4 runs have scored. It's a 6-run game. And here's Washington. Pitch inside 1-0.
You never want to be the guy to make 2 outs in the same inning.
Bases loaded, 2 out, runners go. And the pitch swung on, line to left. It's down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes another. And it is a 4-run game.
That was big for me, and Xavier was up next. He made the 2nd out of the inning, so just as much pressure on him not to, be that guy to make 2 outs.
At that point, we were down like 4. A guy that could hit a home run was up to bat.
I think my words to Fred Schlickholtz was, hey, we're a bloop and a blast away from tying this game up, so be prepared.
I got up, started slowly throwing.
But they brought out their closer, and it's kind of one of those things where it's like, all right, this guy's, he's here to, seal the deal.
It's going to be Doyle looking for his league-leading 19th save. The thought of being up by 4 runs and coming in, needing to get one out is not the end of the world.
Yeah, we'd seen him a bunch of times by now, and he's one of the best closers or relief pitchers in our league.
Doyle set. The kick, the pitch.
They hit a sort of a choppy ground ball to the shortstop, and the shortstop tried to backhand it and throw it to the second baseman for the final out.
Swinging a little comebacker past the mound, charging it Snyder, flips to second, Boyd doesn't see it, it rolls into center field, runner coming home, and he scores.
And when he missed that, it was like, uh-oh, like things are starting to roll.
It was pretty funny. You walk in the dugout, or the vibe in the dugout, people were honestly like laughing in shock at how much was going our way in that inning.
I checked the scoreboard and it was like 10-13 at the time, and my AB was coming up was coming up shortly, and that's when I thought, I was like, I think we got a chance here.
And now Xavier Edwards to the plate.
I was sitting in the dugout for a while that inning because I made the second out, and we had to go another 9 batters before I came up again.
The pitch. Outside, ball 4. The pitch. Swing and a line drive right center field. That's down for a hit. Hearn over to pick it up. 2 runs have scored. Over to third base goes Edwards. The tying run is 90 feet away. The Storm have scored 9 in the 9th. It is 13-12. And here comes Gabriel Arias.
Then I started to really get nervous, and I had to kind of just zone in and focus in on what I had to do.
You don't really expect a 10-run, 2-out inning to fall into play, but just kind of seeing where it would go was pretty incredible.
Doyle ready, the 0-2. Swing and a line drive up the middle, into center. It's a base hit. And Edwards has scored. The Storm have done it. They have scored 10 runs in the top of the 9th inning to come back and tie the game.
When Arias got the base hit, we went nuts down there.
It was just crazy in the moment that they blew a 10-run lead, and that we pieced together that many consecutive at bats with 2 outs. We did all our scoring with 2 outs.
We started jumping, laughing. We were dancing. We were all over the place. So after we celebrated, we realized, okay, now you got to get ready. You're going in the game.
Campy's clutch hit, Gabe's clutch at bat. Guys just kept fighting, kept the line moving.
The Storm just scored 10 in the top of the 9th inning to tie it at 13. Fred Schlechtholtz, the left-hander, will come in and pitch.
Now I'm in the game, it's a tie game. And it's funny because I told all my teammates and my pitching coach that the only thing that was going through my head was my college coach Batesel, getting into me about how big of a situation this is. We just put up 10. The one thing I cannot do is walk the leadoff guy.
Here's the wind and the pitch. That is low, ball 4.
Then it was a bunt situation, of course. And again, all I can hear is Batesel in my head, we need strike 1, ball 1. And then in college, my coach would yell from the dugout that I messed up and that now we can't run play 1, which would be to get the lead runner at second, because there's a possibility to swing.
This is as wacky as it'll get. Schlechtholtz 1-0. The kick, the pitch. Morgan pulls the bunt back and hits a hard grounder to short. Arias takes it to second for 1, fires to first. It's a double play.
Literally all I could think about in those few moments was my college coach yelling at me.
0-1, Schlechtholtz pitches. Bernard swings, lines 1 to third, caught by Eggy Rosario, and this game is headed to extra innings.
After that, we knew we were going to win that game.
Field. 3-2, here it is. Breaking ball, line to right. Morgan started in, now goes back, plays it on a hop. It's a base hit. Eggy Rosario scores, and the Storm have their first lead since it was 2-1 in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
After we came back, and we had a really good sense of just energy and momentum was on our side. We just came back down 10 runs. Just the way baseball works, there's no way we're going to lose this game.
We're up 1 in extras, and At this point, I'm really locked in. I want to win for my team. We have the 9-hole up, who is for sure going to be a bunt situation. And I got with Jalen, who was catching at the time. Kind of went over our game plan before we went out there. Went out there and just executed. Honestly, it was more of like a blackout situation. I just kind of went to what I could do best, you know?
Kicks and the pitch. Swung on and missed a slider for strike 3. Here's the 2-1. Schlichtold pitches. Hearn swings. Taps one back to the mound, and Bernard is caught off second. Throw back to Arias, running him to third. Throw to Rosario, running him back to second. They throw to Edwards, who tags Bernard out.
At that point, we're for sure going to win this game.
And the sprinklers have gone on in left field. The sprinklers are on in deep left field, just in front of the warning track.
The first sprinkler mishap, I mean, it just was what it was.
The 1-2 pitch, Schlichtold steals. Hearn goes, it's swung on and missed, but he gets away to the backstop. Filleted up to first, and he's there safely. And the beat goes on tonight. And now the sprinklers have come on in center field.
Then the second one came in with 2 strikes against Castro, and I was rolling. Another 5-minute break.
The sprinklers are on in center field. We're going to make our way around the outfield here. The Jethawks down to their final strike, and the sprinklers have something to say about it.
It was funny because we've seen everything in that game, and now we see sprinklers on twice.
I mean, you just got to roll with the punches. You got to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, I guess.
Lefty ready. 2-2 to Castro. And here it comes. Inside and hit Castro in the foot.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. There's still pressure situation there, but from what we had the inning before, it still felt greater than what they had.
Blade at second, Castro at first. And here's the pitch.
My heart was just, oh no.
Swing and a fly ball.
And I slowly turn around.
Deep left center, Rosario back.
It's over. It's going to end literally right now.
Either we catches or we lose because, you know, they're all running.
This is after 2 sprinkler breaks. So like not only is the grass wet, like I see Jason going back to the wall, he's just running.
I was happy that the wind wasn't blowing out, because if the wind was blowing out, that was a home run.
He's still going back. He's on the track. He falls, but he caught the ball.
We were ecstatic. We were so pumped.
Jubilation, man. I can't believe we just won this game.
And here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball. Deep left center, Rosario back. He's still going back. He's on the track. He falls, but he caught the ball. He catches the ball as he fell on the warning track. He gets up. He slams his fist into the fence in excitement. The Storm are celebrating as Jason Rosario took a terrible route to the ball, going back towards the 410 marker, and he held on as he collapsed to the warning track, and the Storm win it. They stun the Jethawks on the craziest night of the season and one of the craziest nights ever at this ballpark.
We completed the not so likely comeback.
After that, I think that win really got us rolling.
We talked about in the beginning of the season, if you're up 10 or you're down 10, to always stay in the game, always stay with your at-bat, don't give any at-bats away, and that was a perfect testament of not giving any at-bats away. That was awesome.
That was definitely a big turning point for us.
Now we always joke, hey, with 2 outs, we can score 10.
When you do something like that, that just kind of lets everybody know, like, we could do pretty much anything now, you know?